I enjoy testing mobile networks, and I also like to have my three daily drivers, a Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, an LG G4 and a Samsung Galaxy S5, each with their own SIMs with a large data allowance. Now the most cost effective way that I've found to have a really high data allowance for each device on a separate network is through SIM only plans. So my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus usually has an EE 30GB SIM only max plan, which also includes like 15GB of European zone roaming data and unlimited calls and SMS, which is very, very nice. And actually I'll probably use that as my main contract based on sort of the signal and performance in this area, with sort of 2CA and 3CA being quite common. So that 30GB unlimited calls, text and European allowance comes to just over about £20 a month, which is really, really cheap considering sort of the allowance it is. And basically I just got it during when the E was offering very good deals, which does actually happen not too sort of infrequently if you sort of shop around and keep an eye on their website. Now my Vodafone contract is 25GB per month unlimited calls, SMS and 4GB European zone roaming data included. Now once again I got this during a massively discounted period, so actually the amount it's going to cost me is probably in the region of about £20 a month, thereabout. So it is again massively sort of reduced on what a 25GB plan from Vodafone or really anyone else would typically cost. Now my Vodafone SIM typically resides in the Samsung Galaxy S5 because the S5's Cat 4 and Vodafone's only got band 20 here at the moment. So, and also the S5 is sort of my long-standing daily drive as well, and I use it for calls quite a lot. So yeah, the Vodafone SIM lives in the S5 usually, except if I'm in the southeast, so say South London, and then typically the Vodafone SIM ends up in the S6 Edge Plus because of all the 08, 21, 26 CA possibilities available there. Because like 0821 CA is extensively common in South London, and for that matter Western cities as well, and the LG G4 doesn't support 0821 CA, so yeah, put it in the S6 Edge Plus for maximum performance there. And finally my O2 SIM only contract is a 30-day one, so the E and Vodafone one's a 12-month SIM only contract, whereas the O2 one is a 30-day rolling contract. Now when I took this out in the shop it was 15GB for the amount of money, so it's about £20 a month or something, but for some reason they just decided to spontaneously randomly upgrade me to 25GB a month, which I'm not complaining about for the same amount of money. Also comes with 100 SMS, but I don't really use that. So 25 plus 25 plus 30, that's 80GB of data a month. Nice sort of variety in sort of operators here. And actually just to say, the reason the O2 SIM lives in the LG G4 normally, the LG G4's Cat 6, and O2's network here is band 20 and band 3, so CA across those two, which works very well on the LG G4, and that's obviously why O2 lives in that. Talking of high data and low prices, people are inevitably going to talk about the fourth network that the UK has, called 3. Now, while they do offer unlimited data or even quite high data allowances for comparatively little amount of money, certainly when you sort of shop around, in fact they're the only operator to offer unlimited data in the UK, at least the only actual mobile network operator beside virtual networks, their coverage here and speed and performance is not particularly amazing. Also, the reason I'm with Vodafone O2, besides sort of just network testing in the sort of conventional, say, speed testing sense and that kind of thing, is Vodafone O2 and E have quite interesting networks. So I mean, EE with their just throw tons of spectrum at it, so it's 55 megahertz of LTE nearby, where I can quite casually get about 260 megabits per second in the morning. So I mean that's not too bad. And then there's say Vodafone with their L08, L18, L21, L26, band 38, so L26 TDD, and even owning some SDL as well. So Vodafone's network is very interesting in many places. Vodafone and O2 have both done 4x4, L18 and L21 as well, so they're all very interesting, and he's got 4-way receive diversity as well. Whereas 3 hasn't really been doing all that much sort of in terms of network development, so I've just typically not used them as a main SIM for quite a few years now actually, although I do have a 3 pay-as-you-go SIM and a 3 data reward SIM that I do occasionally use. But when you're on Vodafone, O2 and EE, you don't really ever find yourself without signal in a place that 3 would have good signal, if I'm going to be completely honest. So thanks for watching. I do have some videos in the pipeline, so I'm still sort of working on videos. Just been very busy recently, which is why a video of this sort of type is sort of quite good for me to make, because it's comparatively quite quick and doesn't involve 5 million takes in order to avoid saying something totally wrong. So thanks again.